Hi, welcome to my channel. Again, we're gonna go for this kind of a neutral taupey color. Yesterday was a fail, but here we are again. First, we're starting with the Fresh Face, and I'm going on with my Laura Mercier oil-free foundation primer, and I'm going to put that all on my face. I'm already moisturized. So just blending it all over my forehead and cheeks, and then I'm going with my full coverage foundation, L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. My color is 107 Fresh Beige, and I'm using a beauty blender to blend it all onto my skin. Just tapping motions, making sure I'm covering everything. Making sure I am going to be blending it down into my neck, blending it onto my ears, so we don't have any harsh spots. It's kind of a little bit too dark for me right now. I was using this in the summer, but it'll work. Now going into concealer, we're gonna be using this L'Oreal True Match. This is color neutral. It's a very nice blendable formula. So it's going to be a little thinner than the Tarte Shape Tape, but still does the job pretty good. So now going on with my beauty blender after we warmed it up with my finger, and just blending the product onto the skin, touching those high points of the face and covering up any imperfections. Now to set up the makeup, we're gonna go with this NYX HD finishing powder, and this is just translucent, and we're gonna go with a big powder brush by Real Techniques, just making sure we're covering all the foundation and concealer. Blend, blend, blend. Little dance. And now we're going on to eyebrows. And as usual, we're gonna go with Anastasia Beverly Hills Perfect Brow Pencil. This is in color dark brown. And I start from the inner part of the eyebrow and then just kind of draw some sort of a little map thing going on here with my eyebrow with the arch that I like. And then just slowly bring it all out. Go with the spoolie to just soften up the pencil, and voila. Now going on into eyeshadow, we're gonna go to the Carli Bybel palette, and we're gonna start setting the makeup underneath the brow bone and the eye, the lid, and we're just using the lightest matte eyeshadow on the palette. Then going on for a transition color, which is more like a champagne, and this is going to be pretty light, and again, this is just to do the transition, and this is really going to help with the rest with the darker shades once we get there, just so it's not a harsh transition, obviously. So now going on to my chocolate bar by Too Faced. I'm going to grab the color Peanut Butter and go into the crease with it with a blending brush. And this is called Peanut Butter, kind of little light brown, I guess, orangey. And just blending, blending, blending. Then going back to Carli Bybel. We're going with a little bit of a darker orange, and we're just slowly transitioning into darker shades. And I am using a Morphe blending brush. Doesn't have a number, but it's kind of like the pointy brush. And we're going on to another darker color in the palette, and we're going to concentrate mostly on the outer corner of the eye for the darker colors. Again, we're doing kind of like a circular motion, and then bringing it slowly in towards the center of the eyelid of the eye. So just make sure you're blending to avoid harsh lines. Then I'm dragging that darker color onto my lower lash line just for a little bit of drama. And now we're going onto the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're gonna grab Creamsicle. And we're gonna put that all over the center of the eyelid. And that's gonna give it that nice transition into a lighter, more of a golden tone. And it should be a gradual transition. So we're just gonna have to blend it in as much as possible. Now we're going with a darker shade from the same palette. And this is more like on the red side. And again, we're building this up, starting on the outer corner of the eye, and then slowly bringing it in towards the inner corner. Now we're grabbing the IT Cosmetics blending brush just to blend the product more. There was no product on this brush. I'm just using it to blend all the colors that I already have on. Now going with one of the light shimmery shades, Beam, on the palette. We're using that just as our lightest color on the eye. So this is going to be in the center of the eye, more towards the inside. And again, we're just trying to make sure it's all blended so there are no harsh lines, and just create more dimension. Again, we're going back with the fluffy IT brush and just blend. Okay, going back to the chocolate bar, we're gonna go back with that orange tone, brown tone, and just farther create more shadow on the bottom line, on the bottom lash line. Now going with a darker shade, this is color Cocoa Chill. We went into a darker brown. Now we're going on to Licorice, and we are going to use a flathead brush by Morphe to create this black line. I'm not using an eyeliner, a pencil eyeliner. I'm just using the darkest shadow just to create the darkness of the eyeline. Going on the lower lash line with whatever was left in the brush. Now moving on to lashes, I'm using my e.l.f. eyelash curler. This is like $2-3 at Target. And then going on with my MAC Zoom Lash, and I'm gonna use a couple of coats just to kind of darken up those lashes a little bit more. Lower lash line. Feeling better. Now going on to the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. We're gonna do some light contouring. I'm gonna grab the contour brush by Real Techniques and start from the top of the ear down to the center of the cheek. And just kind of going back and forth. And we're gonna warm up the rest of the face. Going on the jawline as well, sides of the nose. Now going to my Morphe blush palette. There are no names on these shades, but we're just going to be combining a rosy and a peachy shade. And I'm going to be applying this on the apples of my cheeks. Now going into the banana powder, I'm going to clean up that contour. So this is usually really helpful if you're not too precise with your contour. And then kind of brighten up those high points of the face, the forehead, underneath the eyes. And now we're going to set our powders. And we're using the Mario Badescu facial spray with rose water and herbs. And now we're moving on to lips. We started with the Ulta Tinted Lip Balm in Raisin, and then we're moving to Essence with the color Coral Calling. That's shade number 1, and then going on with a NYX lip gloss in color Nude Peach just to finish it off. And that's pretty much it. This is a look that you can use every day. You can wear it to work, to school, go out, anywhere. And I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's free. And we will see you guys again next time.